Cyclopedia, or an universal dictionary of arts and sciences. Cyclopedia, or an universal dictionary of arts and sciences, is an encyclopedia prepared by Ephraim Chambers and first published in 1728. 6 more editions appeared between 1728 and 1751, with a supplement in 1753. The Cyclopedia was one of the first general encyclopedias to be produced in English. The title page of the first edition summarizes the aims of the author. Cyclopedia, or an universal dictionary of arts and sciences, containing the definitions of the terms and accounts of the things signified thereby in the several arts, both liberal and mechanical, and the several sciences, human and divine, the figures, kinds, properties, productions, preparations, and uses of things natural and artificial, the rise, among philosophers, divines, mathematicians, physicians, antiquaries, critics, and the whole intended as a course of Antient and modern learning. Noteworthy features. The first edition included numerous cross-references meant to connect articles scattered by the use of alphabetical order, a dedication to the king, George Roman II, and a philosophical preface at the beginning of Volume 1. Among other things, the preface gives an analysis of 47 divisions of knowledge, with classed lists of the articles belonging to each, intended to serve as a table of contents and also as a directory indicating the order in which the articles should be read. Printing history. A second edition appeared in 1738 in 2 volumes in folio, with 2466 pages. This edition was supposedly retouched and amended in 1,000 places, with a few added articles and some enlarged articles. Chambers was prevented from doing more because the booksellers were alarmed by a bill in Parliament containing a clause to oblige the publishers of all improved editions of books to print their improvements separately. The bill, after passing the House of Commons, was unexpectedly thrown out by the House of Lords, but fearing that it might be revived, the booksellers thought it best to retreat, though more than 20 sheets had been printed. 5 other editions were published in London from 1739 to 1751-1752. An edition was also published in Dublin in 1742. This and the London editions were all 2 volumes in folio. An Italian translation appearing in Venice, 1748-1749, 4to, 9 vols, was the first complete Italian encyclopedia. When Chambers was in France in 1739, he rejected very favorable proposals to publish an edition there dedicated to Louis Roman XV. Chambers' work was carefully done and popular. However, it had defects and omissions, as he was well aware. At his death on 15 May 1740, he had collected and arranged materials for 7 new volumes. George Louis Scott was employed by the booksellers to select articles for the press and to supply others, but he left before the job was finished. The job was then given to Dr. John Hill. The supplement was published in London in 1753 in 2 folio volumes with 3,307 pages and 12 plates. Hill was a botanist, and the botanical part, which had been weak in the Cyclopedia, was the best. Abraham Rees, a nonconformist minister, published a revised and enlarged edition in 1778-1788, with the supplement and improvements incorporated. It was published in London as a folio of 5 vols, 5,010 pages but not paginated, and 159 plates. It was published in 418 numbers at Sixth each. Rees claimed to have added more than 4,400 new articles. At the end, he gave an index of articles, classed under 100 heads, numbering about 57,000 and filling 80 pages. The heads, with 39 cross-references, were arranged alphabetically. Precursors. Among the precursors of Chambers's Cyclopedia was John Harris's Lexicon Technicum of 1704, later editions from 1708 through 1744. By its title and content, it was an universal English dictionary of arts and sciences, explaining not only the terms of art, but the arts themselves. While Harris's work is often classified as a technical dictionary, it also took material from Newton and Halley, among others. Successors. Chambers's Cyclopædia in turn became the inspiration for the landmark Encyclopédia of Denis Diderot and Jean-Laurent de Lambert, which owed its inception to a proposed French translation of Chambers' work begun in 1744 by John Mills, assisted by Gottfried Sellius. The later Chambers's Encyclopedia 1860-1868 had no connection to Ephraim Chambers's work, but was the product of Robert Chambers and his brother William,